caught in the grilling. So he's essentially admitted to having a plan to assassinate, to kill, target Salman Khan. He also has admitted to sending a hitman for Salman Khan's Recce, in fact, to Salman Khan's residence. The hitman had a pistol. He sought a rifle to kill Salman Khan. So we have the confessions of dreaded gangster Lawrence Bishnoi, who had in fact planned Salman Khan's murder. We're getting you all the details. These are details from an interrogation that took place in the year 2021, in which Lawrence Bishnoi admitted that he had sent a hitman to Salman Khan's house to do a recce. This hitman had a pistol and was seeking a rifle. Big story at this hour. The hitman had a pistol and he sought a rifle to kill Salman Khan. Shreya continues to be with us. Shreya, in that sense, the threat letter from yesterday just can't be ignored. It has to be taken seriously, given that Bishnoi on camera and during an interrogation has said that he intends to in fact seek revenge or assassinate Salman Khan.
Well, absolutely, Sneha, and this is the part of the interrogation that was done by the Delhi Police's special cell, where the dreaded gangster Lawrence Bishnoi has accepted to have planned to try and murder Salman Khan. And remember, the job was given to one of his gang members, Sampat Nehra, who had also gone and recce'd the place. Now, we do know that Sampat Nehra had tried to get the RK Spring rifle from one of the man Dinesh Fauji, who's also one of the mans of the Lawrence Bishnoi gang. Now, we also have got details which was a part of this interrogation report that this spring rifle was actually bought by Lawrence Bishnoi at an amount of say 3 to 4 lakh rupees, and this rifle was then kept in the safe hands of Dinesh Fauji in the village of Lawrence Bishnoi, from where Sampat Nehra was trying to get this rifle to actually do the hit job. But as we do know, the Delhi police has interrogated. They had also recovered this rifle. So somewhere down the line, that news break, that of the threat against Salman Khan, that's absolutely a serious matter, as of the fact that Lawrence Bishnoi not only did accept it on camera, but he also accepted this during the interrogation that was done by Delhi Police's special cell. And right now, this interrogation report that has been accessed by India Today clearly points out at the larger conspiracy that was being done by the Bishnoi gang against Salman Khan.
Shreya, questions are being raised, and do tell our viewers about this, about the reasons why Lawrence Bishnoi was continuously wanting to target Salman Khan, so much so that he issued a threat while on camera, saying that he's going to go to Jodhpur and kill Salman Khan. The manner in which Lawrence Bishnoi and the entire Bishnoi community has reacted to the allegations of killing a black buck that Salman Khan has been facing. That too, of course, is the criminal case against Salman Khan.
Well, absolutely, Sneha. As you rightly pointed out, that the entire threat that Lawrence Bishnoi had given to Salman Khan was regarding the black buck case. Now, but however, it makes it extremely serious in the manner that not only was this an open threat that could have taken casually, but there was a gangster who was sent to Salman Khan residence, and he also recce'd the place. Not only that, they plotted the entire process of how to conduct the job. They had also, contacted to get the arms, the weaponry to do the hit job, as this interrogation report very categorically points out that Sampat Nehra, after wrecking the place of Salman Khan, contacted Dinesh Fauji, who had actually kept the weapons in safety from Lawrence Bishnoi. This was an RK Spring rifle that Lawrence Bishnoi had actually bought from Anil Pandya at an amount of 3 to 4 lakhs, which is a part of that interrogation report. It's mentioned in that interrogation report that has been accessed by India Today. And then Sampat Nehra wanted to get that rifle. Delhi police, however, managed to trace it down, and that's also something that we have, learned from our sources.
This recce was done in which year also? Shreya, if you can tell us a little more about that. Was this the year 2021 or was it before? Because this interrogation report that you're talking to us about was from the year 2021. Just tell us a little more about what happened during this recce.
Well, the recce was done earlier, but the interrogation report is the recent interrogation report, which amounts to the year of 2021 that was done by Delhi Police Special Cell when they had the custody of Lawrence Bishnoi. As we do know, he's also facing several other charges, including the Arms Act case of 2022 itself, which is also being investigated by the Delhi Police. Remember, as we talk, important to point out that Lawrence Bishnoi is still in police custody of Delhi Police, where Delhi Police is trying to investigate the source of the weapons that the Bishnoi gang gets from, and that's exactly a matter that yesterday was also heard before the Patiala House Court. So the Delhi Police is also trying to crack down the entire nexus of the Bishnoi gang, of their operations of sharpshooters, their operations of weaponry, where they get these weapons from. Because if we talk about the Salman Khan case, Sneha, there has been evidence in the part of Delhi Police where they have got it on record of interrogation from Lawrence Bishnoi, how it was plotted. And in order to avoid any such things in future, the Delhi Police right now is active on their toes to ensure that their entire nexus from gathering the weapons, from procuring the weapons to passing it on can be completely decimated. And that's exactly why Lawrence Bishnoi continues to be in the police custody of Delhi Police.
Well, absolutely. He's facing a series of charges. Shreya, for our viewers who've just joined us, to tell them that we're getting all the details of the interrogation of Lawrence Bishnoi that was done in the year 2021. Let's talk to our viewers a little about it. Salman Khan death threat letter. Only on India Today. This is the Tera Mujhe wala kar denge threat. We have accessed this letter that was found by Salim Khan's bodyguards yesterday on a bench at the promenade, at the Bandra Bandstand promenade, where Salim Khan goes for a morning walk every single day. That's the letter that his bodyguard found, handed it over to Salman Khan's father, Salim Khan. Exclusive details of what was written on that letter. It said, Tera Mujhe wala kar denge. In Hindi, as you can see, it was not signed. These are first and exclusive pictures of the letter that has been accessed by India Today. Mustafa Sheikh has more on that. Mustafa, this letter not signed by anyone, written in Hindi. We have the first pictures of this letter that has in fact sent the entire Mumbai police into a bit of a tizzy there. This concerns actor Salman Khan, who's been receiving threats from Lawrence Bishnoi. Has received it in the past as well. Mustafa Sheikh has more details on that letter we've put out before our viewers. The same letter, Mustafa, that was found by Salim Khan, the father of Salman Khan, yesterday.
Yes, of course, and that's the threat letter which we are talking about. And in one line it has been written and clear that threat, and there is a coding which has been done which says a KGBL. So that is something which the police is trying to decode. At this point of time, we are showing you the live visuals of Galaxy Apartments where Salman Khan is present. After Mumbai police, now the crime branch team has reached this apartments and they are investigating the case. Be it CCTV footage, recording statements, asking Salman Khan's family if they doubt anybody is something which the Mumbai police is up to as of now. What they're trying to establish, along with the help of crime branch, is that the crime branch team is now leaving, as you can see live in the visuals, that live visuals which are coming out of the Galaxy apartment, is that the crime branch team, two of the officials who were present are leaving at this point, and now you can also see one of the cars which is taking an exit apart from the Galaxy apartment. So clearly the investigations have started and the details are being probed at this point, and the crime will speak with crime branch team to see what they're trying to say at this point of time. Initially they had just come out and will
हमारे इन्वेस्टिगेशन की कुछ अपने तरीके होते हैं. मैं आपसे बात करूंगा. लेकिन सलमान से बात करेंगे. बयान दीजिए, बेसिक इन्फॉर्मेशन तो लेने दीजिए खुद को मुझे, फिर मैं बात करता हूँ.
CCTV वगैरह कलेक्ट किए गए सर. So as you can say that the police is not divulging much details, but what they have said is that they are investigating. They have their own ways to investigate and they have started. So that's the version, official version from the Mumbai Police Crime Branch, which we are getting you right here outside Galaxy apartment. And we'll just go back again to Salman Khan's house, because here is the entire action which is taking place. The CCTV footage, statements of the family, which is happening right here at this house, and will only be able to to give further details once Mumbai police makes a breakthrough, be it a CCTV footage or statement or arresting of an accused. Only then it will be clear whether who was involved and whether it's a serious threat or publicity stunt. Back to you.
Yes, but it certainly can't be ignored. Mustafa Sheikh, As far as this threat is concerned, you can see Salman Khan himself, in fact, talking to the Mumbai police there. These are pictures on your screens from a while ago where Salman Khan was with the team of the Mumbai police that has arrived at his residence and are talking to him about this threat. That's the letter that you see that was found by Salim Khan right outside the house, their apartment, Galaxy Apartments in Mumbai's posh Bandra locality. There was a Bandra Bandstand promenade. On a bench, this letter was found by a bodyguard, one of the two bodyguards of Salim Khan, the father of Salman Khan. Salim Khan has recorded the statement, but certainly this time around can't be taking this lightly, given that Mustafa, Lawrence Bishnoi has admitted that Recce also was done of Salman Khan's house and that they had a plan, Mustafa, to kill him.
Yes, of course, we are giving a live update. Salman Khan has just left. Salman Khan's car has just left from Galaxy Apartment. He has left in one of the cars. And we are outside Galaxy Apartment. After the police team had left, Salman Khan has left his house from Galaxy Apartment. He was sitting in the front when a Range Rover car just left from outside. This is the Galaxy Apartment where the team is Mumbai police was present and investigating.
Mustafa Sheikh with all of those details about the Mumbai police team at the house also of Salman Khan, who's been issued a death threat. That letter on your screens right now was what was found by Salim Khan's, his father's bodyguard yesterday. It was on a bench. It's an undersigned letter, but the police is investigating this matter, Mustafa. The police would also be studying the CCTV footage, and that would provide important clues as to who left the letter there and how serious is this threat, isn't it?
Yes, of course. You can say that the police team and the crime branch parallelly is investigating. There is a lot of movement at Galaxy Apartment where this time the investigation was taking place. The CCTV footage and statement have been taken down by the Mumbai police, and further investigation in this entire case is on. And we'll have to wait and see what statements they have given, because if the family expresses concern on some of the members, then those angles can be investigated. But police is trying to look for the letter, who had kept the letter. The police is trying to trace that person back to you.
The letter is on the screens right now for our viewers. These are exclusive pictures of the letter that we put out before our viewers. The same letter that was found on a bench yesterday by one of the bodyguards of Salim Khan, the father of Salman Khan. After which a statement was recorded. Mustafa, if you can tell us a little more about any other complaint that the Khans have registered in the past, given that Lawrence Bishnoi has been caught on camera, issuing a threat to Salman Khan, saying that he's going to move to Jodhpur and kill Salman Khan.
Well, yes, you can. There is a background to this entire case. A person called Sanjeev Mehra was arrested by the Haryana police in 2018, and he had said to Haryana police that he had raided Galaxy Apartment, after which Mumbai police was informed and Salman Khan's security was increased. And now, once more, not only Salman Khan but his father Salim Khan has also got a threat letter. So that is something which is of concern to the police, and that is what they are being investigated at this point of time. So Mumbai police, parallelly the crime branch, is investigating this entire case, and you can say that they are looking at the person who had kept that letter, and through CCTV footage they are trying to trace his movement, because again it seems like a recce was done outside Galaxy Apartment. It was seen that Salim Khan is sitting at the same place after his morning walk, and that's how the letter was kept there. So that investigation at this point of time is ongoing. We are seeing one more vehicle which is entering Galaxy Apartment at this point of time. Salman Khan is back. You can say that Salman Khan has come back to his Galaxy Apartment. So that's the one more update. Salman Khan will see. Now will be Salman Khan seen getting out of his vehicle. Salman Khan, as you can see in the live visual, entering Galaxy Apartment. He had just left his house 2 minutes ago. Now he has returned to Galaxy Apartment, and you can say that maybe the police investigations are ongoing, and maybe the police may need his help, and hence he has just left, and in 2 minutes Salman Khan has come back to Galaxy Apartment. So investigations are in full force. We'll have to wait and see what developments happen. Back to you.
Yes, it'll be important as to what Salman Khan tells the Mumbai police as well, Mustafa, because if he's received threats in the past and whether he's taken it lightly, Mustafa, because in the very first instance in the year 2018, When he was asked a specific question about Lawrence Bishnoi issuing a threat to him, he seemed to have brushed that under the carpet or taken it very lightly from what it appeared in his retort, isn't it?
Yes, of course. You can say that Mumbai police is taking this entire letter seriously. You can say that be it Mumbai police or the crime branch, both are investigating this entire case, because it would be very important for the police to arrest the person who had kept the letter to find out the further theory. Because there is Moosewala murder case and there is gangs of Punjab active in the crime. At the same time, a superstar of the country getting a threat letter of death threat, not only him, his father. So these are things which, if compared, shows as a large controversy. But are they indeed a controversy is something the Mumbai police will have to now unearth and find out the person who had kept the letter. Going forward, they'll have to whether it will be just a publicity stunt or whether it is seriously some gangs involvement which are after Salman Khan. Even because the Blackbuck poaching case is an old case, but are they still, Salman Khan is still on the radar of the Bishnoi community? These are questions which will be answered only when the police investigations are over. Back to you.
Mustafa Sheikh getting us all of those details. Talk to us a little more about this plan that Lawrence Bishnoi had, this grand plan of killing Salman Khan, because of which he also ensured that a hitman did a recce of his house. Tell us a little more about that, Mustafa. We'll just go back to Mustafa in a bit from now, but these are exclusive details that we're sharing with the viewers right now. Picture on your screen, on the right side of your screen, is that of the threat letter written in Hindi, not signed by anyone. It talks about an open threat to Salman Khan and his father Salim Khan, saying that tera muze wala kar denge. Muze wala, the Punjabi singer, the very popular Punjabi singer who was gunned down a week ago. This is a threat letter that has been found, that was in fact found just yesterday by one of the two bodyguards of actor Salman Khan's father Salim Khan on a bench at the Bandra Bandstand promenade. In fact, Salim Khan has also recorded a statement with the police. They talked to the Mumbai police about this threat letter that said, that was addressed to Salman Khan and to Salim Khan, that said, tera muh se wala kar denge. After which the Mumbai police has also increased the security in line with the threat perception. And now the Mumbai police has reached the residence of Salman Khan, which is Galaxy Apartments in Bandra, and they're investigating this entire matter. A mega India Today impact on Bollywood superstar Salman Khan's death threat. Heavy security at Salman Khan's residence. In fact, images capture Salman Khan with Mumbai police officials. This comes after Khan's father, Salim Khan, found a threat letter during his walk at the Bandra Bandstand promenade. The letter threatens Salman Khan and Salim Khan, saying that tera muh se wala kar denge, that they will face the same fate as the singer who was shot down a week ago. The Punjabi singer, remember, was killed by dreaded gangster, allegedly Lawrence Bishnoi, and his aides. An FIR has been filed. Alarm bells are ringing, as this is not the first time that Khan has received a death threat. Way back in 2018, Lawrence Bishnoi, the key accused in Moosewala's murder, threatened to kill Salman Khan. India Today has accessed a video which shows a brazen display of threat to actor Salman Khan from the year 2018. Lawrence Bishnoi, when in custody, was caught on camera issuing a threat to Salman, saying that he is going to be killing the actor in Jodhpur.
जब हम करेंगे तो पता लग ही जाएगा. सलमान खान का करेंगे, मारेंगे ही जाएंगे. जोधपुर में मारेंगे तो पता लग जाएगा इनको. अभी तो मैंने कुछ किया ही नहीं, अभी नहीं मतलब कोई इन्वॉल्व कर रहे हैं. जब हम करेंगे तो पता लग ही जाएगा. सलमान खान का करेंगे, मारेंगे ही जाएंगे. जोधपुर में मारेंगे तो पता लग जाएगा इनको. अभी तो मैंने कुछ किया ही नहीं, अभी नहीं मतलब कोई इन्वॉल्व कर रहे हैं. जब हम करेंगे तो पता लग ही जाएगा.
जब हम करेंगे तो पता लग जाएगा, जोधपुर में मारा जाएगा, is what Lawrence Bishnoi is saying. This, of course, is a fallout of the case that Salman Khan has been facing for many years together, as far as the killing of the black buck during a shoot in Rajasthan is concerned, Mustafa. And that's what the Bishnoi community has taken serious offence to. It's an extension of that anger Lawrence Bishnoi issuing an open threat to Salman Khan in that video.
Yes, of course, that cannot be denied that there was a serious threat from Bishnoi community, especially Lawrence Bishnoi, who at that point had given a threat to Salman Khan, saying if he'll be killed if he comes to Jodhpur. At that point, we cut to 2022 after Moosewala's murder case. It's being said that the Bishnoi gang is still active, as Arvind Ojha was earlier telling us that they are not only active in Punjab and Haryana, but parts of Maharashtra also, because two of the killers of the Moosewala are from Pune in Maharashtra. So the gang has its presence. So that is one of the serious angles. The other angle of investigation is whether the person who has threatened Salman Khan and his father Salim Khan with intention of publicity, or there is the serious gang involved. So these are things which the Mumbai police is trying to find out. CCTV footages are being looked at if they can trace the person who is seen in the CCTV footage to see whether he was the person who had kept the letter where Salim Khan sits, because it's inevitable that a recce was carried out of this area of Galaxy Apartments, of Bandra, Bandstand, Promenade, and it was noticed that Salim Khan, after morning walk each day, he takes a break and sits on the bench. So that is the bench where the letter was kept, and it was found by the bodyguards of Salim Khan. Two bodyguards were accompanying Salim Khan yesterday on Sunday morning. So this entire case, if you look at, it is a serious threat to the Khan family. Their security has been beefed up, and it's been looked into as to whether it's a serious threat or publicity stunt. Back to you.
Mustafa, what more can you tell us about the line of questioning as far as the Mumbai police is concerned? What would be the possible questions that they would have asked to Salman Khan and Salim Khan given the threat perception?
Well, the first question is whether they have, they are doubting anybody who can give such threat is something which they'll call, because if the last few days there has been some movement, some social media posts which has come to their light, which they can say as to, because the black bug poaching case is now an old case. What is the recent trigger for somebody to threaten Salim Khan and Salman Khan is something the Mumbai police would be asking Salman Khan and Salim Khan, recording their statement, asking them if there are any clues or leads which can be followed other than the letter which has been received. So these are the questions which have been asked to them, and after that the crime branch and the Mumbai police has got back to work. They are exploring all angles, trying to crack the case as soon as possible. Back to you.
Mustafa, for our viewers, just take us through the details of that threat letter. What exactly does it say? Tell us a little more about it.
The one-line letter which, we've seen, the letter says, Salim Khan, Salman Khan, बहुत जल्द तुम्हारा भी मूसेवाला कर देंगे, KGLB. So that's the code at the end of the sentence, and that's the sentence, which means it's a death threat, and hence the FIR has been registered. And who are the people who are behind this letter is one of the questions. The other question at this point of time is that it's the anger against Salman Khan is for once understandable for the black bug poaching case, but why mention Salim Khan? So that's something which the Mumbai police will be looking into, why there is an enmity of somebody against Salim Khan. So this is another angle of the case. So these are things which are being investigated and being looked at seriously, given the Moosewala murder 2 weeks ago, and crime branch and Mumbai police is investigating to get more details. Back to you.
Ever since this letter was found, Mustafa, take us through the details of how security has been beefed up.
Well, if you can say that there is the security of Mumbai police had already provided security to Salman Khan since 2018 after the threat which had come out by the Lawrence Bishnoi gang. After that, there was an entourage of private security guards which are seen with Salim Khan, with Salman Khan at all the public events. So it's logical that the security of Salim Khan and Salman Khan has been increased by Mumbai police, and they're trying to give them more security until the time the case is solved, because as a prevention it cannot be taken lightly, even though if Salman Khan's private security guards are present with him all the time, but providing him police security will ensure that there is no untoward incident which can happen. So that's one priority of the Mumbai police. The other is to solve and investigate the case which they are on to. Back to you.
Mustafa Sheikh getting us all of those details. The Mumbai police team continues to be at Galaxy Apartments. Mustafa?
Yes, all the three teams have left from Galaxy apartment.
Okay.
A crime branch team of Mumbai police had also come. They have also left. Salman Khan had left a while back, but now he has returned to Galaxy apartment. So the Salman Khan and Salim Khan are staying put at Galaxy apartment while the police investigates who had given them the threat. Back to you.
The threat letter on your screens right now, on the left side of your screen, is the letter that was found by Salim Khan's bodyguard during a morning walk just yesterday at around 7:45. The letter has the initials of Lawrence Bishnoi. But is this some sort of a mischief? Or is there a real threat to Salman Khan? Is the question that Mumbai police is looking answers for. Mustafa, the concern is that as far as Sidhu Moosewala's murder is also concerned, that this plot was hatched in jail and that the Bishnoi gang is very capable of doing it from behind the bars, even when it comes to Salman Khan. A recce has been done and hence the fear that this threat could be a very real one, isn't it?
Well, yes, though Lawrence Bishnoi is behind bars, it cannot be denied that gang members are still active. That is one thing. The other thing is it is possible that somebody is taking advantage of this incident and giving threat to Salman Khan and his family. That has to be also has to be investigated. Who are these people, or whether it's an individual who has done this mischief is something which will be investigated by Mumbai police. So these are all three angles which cannot be denied at this point until the person who had kept the threat letter is caught and is thoroughly investigated by the police. Only then the police will be in a position to comment whether it was a serious threat by a gang member or it is something of an individual act. It's something which the police will have to find out. Back to you.
You know, Mustafa, take us to more details of this entire conspiracy that was being hatched. As far as the confessions of Lawrence Bishnoi, the interrogation details from the year 2021 is concerned, manner in which he sent a hitman to do a recce of Salman Khan's Galaxy apartments. What more can you tell us?
Well, it was not only a threat which was given by Lawrence Bishnoi in 2018 to Salman Khan, saying that Salman Khan comes to Udaipur, he will be killed, but also a person arrested by the name of Sanjeev Mehra by Haryana police had said that he had carried out the recce of Galaxy apartment, the place which we are present at this point. So it is clear that earlier also it was a serious threat and it remains to be again a serious threat for Salman Khan and his family. Now that Moosewala's shootout happened and Lawrence Bishnoi's name propped up in this entire incident, and Lawrence Bishnoi has a background with Salman Khan, and now a threat letter which is found. The threat letter is clearly saying Moosewala's name is mentioned. It's a death threat. So combining all this, it cannot be denied that there can be a hand of the gangsters behind this entire threat. Also the point which the police is investigating, why Salim Khan's name has been added, why Salim Khan has been threatened, is something which Mumbai police is also investigating. So these are things which are known at this point of time. If you see around the Bandra Bandstand promenade, this is the area where Salim Khan takes a walk, sits on a bench nearby, and the police is going to the CCTV footages of Galaxy apartment of this area to find out more and more leads as much as possible on the case. Back to you.
Salman Khan, superstar, has been threatened. There is a letter that has been found right outside his house. This was done yesterday. This comes at a time when there is a threat and when Lawrence Bishnoi has been issuing these threats to Salman Khan. Mustafa, for our viewers, just take us through the sequence of events starting from yesterday when the letter was found up until today when the Mumbai police has in fact spoken to the family members of Salman Khan and the actor and his father to look into what kind of threats they are facing or they would be facing.
Yes, it was yesterday morning on Sunday, 7:40 a.m. After his morning walk, Salim Khan, accompanied by two of his private bodyguards, came and sat and took a break after his morning walk on the regular usual bench, usual spot which he does. And at that point, on the bench, a letter was found by one of his Salim Khan's bodyguard. And the letter, as we know, mentioned that Salman Khan, bahut jald tumhara Moosewala kar denge, KGLB. So this, after getting that letter, Salim Khan informed Bandra police station, who then registered an FIR in this entire case and started investigations. Now this entire background of Salman Khan, the black buck poaching case and Lawrence Bishnoi gang again made the Mumbai police take this case seriously and investigate what was the exact reason behind this threat letter, and hence since morning we have seen Joint Commissioner of Police Law and Order Vishwas Nagar Patil, DCB Manjunath Shenge, Senior Inspector of Bandra Police Station, a team of Mumbai Police Crime Branch reaching Galaxy apartment where Salman Khan is also present. He was in Abu Dhabi and he has reached now in Bandra in Mumbai, and he along with his father and family is at Galaxy apartment where we are present right now while the police investigates this entire case. Back to you.
All right, also Mustafa, if you could tell us a little more about the threat from the year 2018 when Lawrence Bishnoi was caught on camera saying that that he's not done anything, but he's going to be soon doing it and he's going to be killing Khan in Jodhpur is what he had said. Had the police at that point in time taken note of this statement?
Well, they had to take note at that point of time because the Haryana police investigation had revealed that one person had done a recce of Galaxy apartment. The threat which was issued by Lawrence Bishnoi, after which Lawrence Bishnoi was arrested and he continues to be behind bars. But Mumbai police had given security to Salman Khan. But what remains to be known now, because the fear of this gang, Lawrence Bishnoi gang, has been increasing since the Musewala murder case, and it's being said that
Mustafa, we'll just come back to you for more on that. Remember, Salman Khan had responded to questions when he was asked about this threat of Lawrence Bishnoi in the year 2018. Listen to what Khan had said then.
जब हम करेंगे तो पता लग ही जाएगा. सलमान खान का करेंगे, मारेंगे यहीं जोधपुर में मारेंगे तो पता लग जाएगा इनको. अभी तो मैंने कुछ किया ही नहीं, अभी नहीं मतलब कोई इन्वॉल्व कर रहे हैं. जब हम करेंगे तो पता लग ही जाएगा. सलमान खान का करेंगे, मारेंगे यहीं जोधपुर में मारेंगे तो पता लग जाएगा इनको. अभी तो मैंने कुछ किया ही नहीं, अभी नहीं मतलब कोई इन्वॉल्व कर रहे हैं.
जब भी कोई कमिटमेंट करो तो पॉजिटिव करना, नेगेटिव नहीं करना. और शिकार टाइगर जैसे शिकार कोई नहीं करता है ना, ये सबको पता है. जब भी कोई कमिटमेंट करो तो पॉजिटिव करना, नेगेटिव नहीं करना. और शिकार टाइगर जैसे शिकार कोई नहीं करता है ना, ये सबको पता है.